Hey folks, we're going live now, just to give you a heads up.
Right, sir. Am I out of the shot?
Somebody gotta watch out for it.
It's not on yet, like it will be in 2 seconds. Now it is.
You will always be on that camera.
Do you roast your local?
Okay.
It's a custom blend.
It's good. It's really small.
Here we go. About 4 minutes. Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool.
So you get I don't read about it.
You like a little, picnic day?
Little bit
Patrick, whatever you do to go back.
Should I do a slide like a little car?
Yeah, the electric one.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Hurt yourself.
Yeah, right across the top of the hole. He gets better, he do it better. 2021 style. Hey, Rich. So. My clutch, right?
Your clutch, right?
Yeah.
Brag it up.
Yeah. Some people want to go down, he's trying to see how high he can do this. Go for a record.
What do you get? What do you get?
I'm sure that's fine, sitting next to the fire. I don't know. Good thing.
Oh, you tell me. You're telling me. Hey.
Let me die.
So I was talking to another attorney. I saw it and I was like, he's like, oh, I represent the children. He's like, what's it say? I was like, hold on. I'm looking for, I'm like, oh, it's in my bag. I'm like, grab my bag, put it on my chair. So I grabbed the letter out of my, I was standing in front of my chair, reading the letter to him. He's on the speakerphone. As I'm reading the letter, I go to sit down in the chair. The bag's still in the chair, so the chair shoots out, slams into my filing cabinet. And he's just like, what just happened? I'm like, I told him. He's just like,
Yeah, we can take a run out there. It's different. It might be,
I should have.
Airport fire. Literally, they were on the crash truck with tankers. So one was one of the I was not involved in that. Yeah, I'll let you tell him.
The town would be more than happy to get more.
That's what I think.
How was school?
Just seeing if they were replacing all
Well,
the
in
racing.
5 more weeks left of the marking period.
Very cool.
Well, so that's exactly.
Well, it's more than 5 for us. There's 5 weeks in the construction. We're going to the end of June. And my kids just took their AP Lit exam yesterday. So I got approval from the district. And I got invited to be an AP grader, so I'll be able to participate nationwide. They're doing it remotely.
You obviously can't grade your own kids.
Oh, no. And then there's an English regions we have, so there, I mean.
All right, at this time, I'd like to call the May 6th, 2021 regular meeting of Common Council of the City of Plattsburgh. The order is now 5 p.m. Please rise and join me for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Carlin, will you please conduct roll call?
Mayor Rosenbeck.
Here.
Councilor Canales.
Here.
Councilor Kelly.
Here.
Councilor Dick. Here. Councilor Talon. Councilor McFarland.
Here.
Councilor Moore.
Here.
All councilors have received a copy of the minutes of the April 15th, 2021 regular meeting. If there are no additions, deletions, or corrections, I'll now entertain a motion to accept the minutes as presented. Motion by Councilor Canales, second by Councilor Gibbs. Any changes, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. I'll now recognize those in the audience who wish to share their thoughts and concerns with the council on any topic. Please come to the podium to be acknowledged, and when called upon, we ask that you please state your legal name and address for the record. And in accordance with the organizational rules of order, all speakers will be given 5 minutes to address the council. Seeing none, welcome. Seeing none, we'll now move on to committee reports. Each standing committee is chaired by a councilor, and I will call on the chairperson of each committee, starting with City Operations Councilor McFarland.
Yes, I have no updates at this time, but I will inform the public that we are having our monthly meeting next Monday.
Finance Economic Development, we too are having our meeting next Thursday, and at this time, nothing to report. City Infrastructure Council more.
We had our meeting this Monday. We had several very productive discussions. And we have several resolutions that we have moved forward and recommended to the full council. They'll be on the agenda tonight.
Public Safety Councilor Gibbs.
I don't have a lot of updates. Our next meeting is about 2 weeks from now. But I did want to let the council know that Councilor Kelly and I are going to be meeting up on Saturday, and we are going to visit the Underwood Mobile Home Park to take a look at some concerns.
We'll now move on to liaison reports. Plattsburgh Public Library, Councilor McFarland.
No updates at this time.
Plattsburgh Municipal Lighting Department, Councilor Kelly.
We had our first meeting of the year on April 29th, and very productive meeting, and we look forward to the next one on last week in July.
Thanks, sir. Mr. Sneller, any staff member reports?
No, and no need for executive session.
And there are no special committee reports at this time. I'll now entertain a motion to approve payrolls of various cities departments for the week ending May 6, 2021 in the amount of $459,872.82. Motion by Councilor Canales, second by Councilor Moore. Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yes.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yes.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried. I'll now entertain a motion to approve the bills audited by the common council for the week ending May 7, 2021 in the amount of $536,818.38. Motion. Councilor Gibbs, second by Councilor Canales. Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yes.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yeah.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried. This is a notice of public hearing. The city of Plattsburgh is going to be holding a public hearing to hear public comment on proposed local law P3 of 2021, a local law adding subsection 1, areas where parking permits required, to chapter 340-7, parking restrictions in certain places, to the city code of the city of Plattsburgh. The public hearing will be set on May 20th at 5 p.m.
No, just introducing the local law. Perfect.
Before voting on any resolutions, before voting on the following resolutions, I will note that the majority of these resolutions have been thoroughly discussed by the appropriate committees and department heads. We're now taking action on these items in large part due to the recommendations of the committees. Ms. Carlin, will you please read the titles of the resolutions to be acted upon?
Item 7.82, approving building and zoning department permit fee schedule revision and update.
Motion by Councilor Gibbs, second by Councilor Canales. Discussion. Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yes.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
No.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.83, approval of plan oversight committee for governor's executive order 203.
Motion by Councilor Gibbs, second by Councilor Canales. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Item 7.84, approval of addition to capital project H5110.79, 2021 equipment purchase, a light duty truck for the fire department.
Motion by Councilor Gibbs, second by Councilor Canales. Discussion.
Yes, do we have an explanation on this? Because this came through as a whole.
Yep.
It wasn't something that came through our committee during our last public safety meeting, so other councilors might not be aware of what this entails.
Yep, so this is a request by the fire department to add a one-ton truck to their fleet for emergency response, fire cleanup, equipment hauling. Right now, that vehicle shares duty between plowing and that same function. They're looking to separate that, save the other truck, which has a little over 100,000 miles on it, and then purchase this new truck for actual work function.
How big is this truck? I see it would like to.
This truck?
Yeah.
This will be a half-ton truck. We have a one-ton truck currently. So this will be a lighter duty. So we use for, after fires, we take air packs, hoses and everything, we put them in the back of trucks and haul them all over the truck.
So is this a pickup truck or is it a big?
It's a pickup truck. And the other truck will be exclusively for plowing. We're using it for plowing. It's getting to the point now where it's getting older.
Any further discussion?
How much is the truck?
The bid that I received was $39,000.
So the mayor and I had some discussion about this during one of our weekly meetings, and your current truck is in pretty bad shape. I mean, we could put it off, but it just means that the purchase is just going to end up becoming more expensive. I mean, that's the nature of purchasing vehicles. It's just going to get more expensive if we hold off. I'd rather not wait until it's an emergency, and I'd rather not, kick it down the road and tackle it when it becomes more expensive. So that's one of the reasons why I support this.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
No.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
No.
Council Moore?
Yes.
4 yeses.
Carried.
Item 7.85, authorizing revising capital project H5110.77 street resurfacing.
Motion by Councilor Canales, second. Councilor Gibbs, discussion.
Yeah, what way is it being revised? I can see the amounts, but practically what's the effect there?
The change is the Cogan Avenue allocation. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yes.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
No.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Authorizing budget adjustment for temporary office staff.
Motion by Councilor Gibbs, second by Councilor Canales, discussion.
Now, this came to the infrastructure meeting, right?
Correct.
And I do remember talking about it, but I can't recall it exactly.
This is, pardon?
It's code enforcement, isn't it?
No, this is a temporary office staff for DPW due to retirement
Okay.
or resignation. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yes.
Council Gibbs?
Yeah.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yes.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.87, authorizing budget adjustments to general fund municipal buildings capital outlay.
Motion by Councilor Gibbs, second by Councilor Canales, discussion. Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yes.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yeah.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.88, authorizing award of the construction phase of the Riley Avenue Extension Water Line Project.
Motion by Councilor McFarland, second by Councilor Gibbs, discussion.
Well, I have a question. It's not exactly related to this, but it has to do with a conversation that I've had with one of the constituents in the ward who lives on Riley Avenue. She has a tree located between her sidewalk and her street. And wasn't sure if it was going to be affected by this. So is this all of Riley Avenue?
No, this is Riley Avenue
Extension,
Extension, which is
that's right.
this gap of street between Miller and Saley. But I will say that after a number of discussions with our folks at DPW, we are looking at a resurfacing between Saley all the way, including Oliver Court, so that will cover that entire stretch of road. But I don't foresee it impacting any trees that sit inside of the.
No, the tree's damaging her property, that's what she talked to me about it. Anyway, I'll talk to you about it.
Okay, talk to me about it, and then we'll sort something out for that.
Yeah, this definitely won't affect it, because this section of Riley Avenue doesn't count as sidewalk. I don't know what this person wants to say.
Thank you.
Okay, any further discussion? Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yeah.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yes.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.89, authorizing bond issuance to pay for infrastructure improvements.
Motion by Councilor Canal, second by Councilor Gibbs, discussion. Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yeah.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yes.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.90, authorizing street closure, Brinkerhoff, Marion to Margaret.
Motion by Councilor Kelly, second by Councilor Moore, discussion. Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yeah.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yes.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.91, authorizing right of entry property license agreement.
Motion. Councilor Gibbs, second by Councilor Canal, discussion. Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yeah.
Council Kelly?
Yeah.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yes.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.92, authorizing the mayor to sign fishing tournament agreement.
Motion by Councilor Gibbs, second. Councilor Canal, discussion. Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yeah.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
No.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.93, authorizing agreement with Hydro Source Associates.
Motion by Councilor Gibbs, second by Councilor Canal, discussion.
Yeah, can I get a brief description of what this is?
So this is for the development of the new well fields. It's going to be a preliminary report to the Department of Health and Department of Environmental Conservation to make sure that they are in agreement with the test well installation location and a preliminary testing program that's going to be conducted so that we don't spend all this money and have them say at a later date, that's not what we're looking for. It's also going to provide assistance with obtaining the services of a drilling company that can install this kind of large diameter well. They'll be preparing the specifications for us to go up to bid for that.
Thank you, John.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yeah.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yes.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.94, authorizing budget adjustment, water fund activated carbon purchase.
Motion by Councilor Canal, second by Councilor Gibbs, discussion. Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yeah.
Council Kelly?
Yeah.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yes.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.95, memorandum of understanding with Maui North.
Motion by Councilor Gibbs, second. Councilor Kelly, discussion.
Get a little bit of background.
Yeah, so Maui North, the city of Plattsburgh went to go for a community grant, about $8,000 to install bike racks in partnership with Maui North. So it's a set of like 8 or 9 custom art bike racks that are going to be installed throughout downtown, but including I think one at St. Louis Champlain Park.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Council Canales?
Yes.
Council Kelly?
Yes.
Council Gibbs?
Yes.
Council Talon? Yes. Council McFarland?
Yes.
Council Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.96, authorizing Northern Border Regional Commission grant.
Motion by Councilor Moore, second by Councilor Gibbs, discussion.
This is like
Pardon me?
this seems great.
Yeah. Pushes more back to the walkability, increasing infrastructure, walking infrastructure, especially right around our waterfront.
And would this cover that section?
Councilor Canal. So,
Would this cover that section too, so the sidewalk there ends at Point View Terrace and that middle section of Point View Terrace?
yeah, it's a little wonky in that area. I don't really recall off the top of my head, but yeah, there's where the sidewalk stops and starts on one side of the road. It's an extension on the other side, right around Wilcox, and it will go all the way out to
Perfect, but would it go south of Wilcox too to connect to the other sidewalk that's already on Point View Terrace? Because it stops, Point View Terrace is shaped like an M, and it stops in that middle section. And the
Yeah.
last section of Point View Terrace doesn't have a sidewalk.
Yeah, but even at that point, even because there's that, where Point View Terrace goes in and comes out, there's a section right there that's gonna be covered. But even if you walk further, towards the river, south towards the river, the sidewalk cuts off anyway, so there is no sidewalk on the east side of that street.
That's true.
So you have to walk across the street anyway. So the idea here is extending the sidewalk from Point View Terrace all the way out to Northern Margaret Street. I don't think there's gonna be a really strong solution for, connecting the sidewalk between where Samuel Champlain ends, all the way up, the Samuel Champlain Park,
Yeah.
all the way up to this area. But at least you can walk on the sidewalk, cross the street, and then connect to another sidewalk and keep walking,
Okay,
rather
so,
than walking the street.
yeah, because the sidewalk ends around the Elks Club
Yes.
there towards.
Yeah, right around there,
Yeah.
yeah.
But this would be extending, from, is it gonna be on the east side of the road or the west
It
side?
is gonna be on the east side of the road, so the lake side.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love it. That's-
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Counselor Canales?
Yes.
Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs?
Yes.
Counselor Talon? Yes. Counselor McFarland?
Yes.
Counselor Moore?
Yes.
Item 7.97, authorizing budget adjustment, general fund, rec complex, City Beach Dog Park.
Motion by Councilor Canales, second by Councilor McFarland. Discussion.
Yeah, I'm horribly in favor of this. Our dog parks, we have 2 dog parks in the city, both of them are in serious disrepair. The one on actually Bailey Avenue, and Melissa Penfield Park is also in desperate need of repair. The fences are falling down, it floods in places. But this one is being made possible, due to Board of Realtors has got together and collected $10,000. So we'll be basically matching it. And me and the mayor actually asked for this because we want to extend it and make that dog park bigger. There's a big field right next to it. Right now, if you've gone to that dog park, it's tiny. It takes place of an old miniature golf session, so there's a lot of concrete there. But this will expand it out quite a bit. And they're paying for half of it. It's a great deal. And I hope to get more funding in the future to build further dog parks, but also to repair the one on Melissa Penfield Park. But this is a great start. I'm really excited about it.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Counselor Canales?
Yes.
Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs?
Yes.
Counselor Talon? Yes. Counselor McFarland?
Yes.
Counselor Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.98, approval of change orders 3, 4, and 5 for farmers market relocation project.
Motion by Councilor Kelly, second by Councilor Gibbs. Discussion.
Yeah, I'm sure you all saw an email that I sent out to the mayor, regarding, my request for some, the scope of the work, the design, and, looking to see, what was our agreement, what did we allocate, what did we spend? So I'm sure you all saw that, I just wanted to be aware of that.
Any further discussion?
I think it's a step in the right direction, that's all. We have something to build on.
Well, yeah, I'd just like to comment that, if you block out, the fact that the grass hasn't come up and we don't have any trees there, I think it's a really good location. And as we progress with that, it's gonna be way better, I think, than being in the middle of the park.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Counselor Canales?
Yes.
Counselor Kelly?
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs?
Yes.
Counselor Talon? Yes. Counselor McFarland?
No.
Counselor Moore?
Yes.
Carried.
Item 7.99, authorizing access agreement with Landry Simulation for installation of farmers market signage.
I will make a note that Councilor Canales is abstaining from this vote. Motion by Councilor Gibbs, second by Councilor Moore, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Canales abstains. Counselor Kelly.
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs.
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor McFarland.
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.100, authorizing budget adjustment, general fund, rec complex, marina.
Motion. Councilor Canales, second by Councilor Moore, discussion.
Can we get a little more background on this, please?
Oh, yeah, this is, to cover insurance for the marinas. Any further discussion? Roll call.
Counselor Canales.
Yes.
Counselor Kelly.
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs.
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor McFarland.
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.101, authorizing MLB to advertise for bids.
I will note that 7.101 through 7.103 were all discussed at the MLB board meeting. Motion by Councilor Canales, second. Councilor Gibbs, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Canales.
Yes.
Counselor Kelly.
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs.
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor McFarland.
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.102, authorizing MLB to write off unpaid final bills as required by the New York Department of Public Service.
Motion by Councilor Kelly, second by Councilor Canales, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Canales.
Yes.
Counselor Kelly.
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs.
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor McFarland.
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried.
Item 7.103, authorizing travel request for MLB personnel for the year 2021.
Motion by Councilor Kelly, second by Councilor Gibbs, discussion. Roll call.
Counselor Canales.
Yes.
Counselor Kelly.
Yes.
Counselor Gibbs.
Yes.
Counselor Talon. Yes. Counselor McFarland.
Yes.
Counselor Moore.
yes,
Carried. Seeing no need to go into an executive session, is there any new business to come before this council?
Yeah, I received an email from one of my constituents who wanted to know if there was going to be a citywide garage sale this year. Is there any plan or talk about that?
Oh geez, not that I've heard of. I know that Morning Rotary is hosting an event at VFW for a sale, a community sale. I don't know the details of all, I don't know all of the details of it, but that's the only one I've heard of.
So, how would I direct my constituent to get the?
Honestly, I only saw it on Facebook, so that's the only way that I saw it.
You just pick a date. You just pick a date, and that's when everybody does it. Is that how it works?
Yeah.
It's up to you, I guess. You have to do anything.
Have we done that in the past?
I don't.
I don't have any memory.
Have we have?
I think for us,
Years
it's
back, they
one
had
thing.
an organized garage sale, but we haven't done it the last couple of years.
It kind of rings a bell, but I don't recall.
Is that something you want to talk about Monday during your city operations meeting?
Might as well, Beth, can we put a citywide garage sale on the agenda for the next
Also, for the city operations meeting Monday, can we also talk about the Harborside music, the music plan, the Chris Roberts and?
And events and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Sure, Beth, can we put that on the agenda?
Let's put that on the agenda.
Thank you, Beth.
I also emailed the mayor earlier today, and thank you for responding to me, Mayor, but I'm getting a lot of requests from my emails from my constituents on Kogan. And so I asked the mayor if we could, and since we have Mr. Bissett, Mr. Durham here, if we could have the full design scope of work schedule, like what is happening on Kogan Avenue and when, we could have that posted on the city's website, so we could direct people specifically there.
Yep.
I think that would be a really great idea. So
Yeah,
I have a constituent who wants to get some work done on her property, but she doesn't want to schedule it, if there, it's going to be tied up. But there are a lot of inquiries coming out of my neighborhood, from the neighbors who want to know, what exactly is happening, when is it happening, and so on. I think it'd just be better to put it on the city website.
Yeah, and as I indicated, we're looking at doing a mailing as well, so.
When is, I know we've talked about it so much, when is that set to begin?
So what the procedure is this, so tonight you authorized Rich to bond this, we have money, so we can tomorrow issue a notice to proceed. So that cuts the contractor loose to start on paperwork. We will follow through with signing contracts, bonds and insurance submittals, at which point in time we had a preliminary construction schedule. We'll have a pre-con meeting on the 10th, right?
On Monday, we have a pre-con meeting.
This
So,
Monday?
yeah, this coming Monday. The details will take some time to come together. We'll get something on the website. Again, it's a construction project. It's gonna be a little bit tough this year. Materials and supplies, lead times on them are very difficult right now. So sequence of how the work is gonna proceed might vary. Typically, you go from the deepest utilities and work your way up. We'll have to see how things proceed. There's gonna need to be some patience, which I know people don't have very much of these days, with how things go. And we've gotten inundated with phone calls. People are very concerned about what was approved. We're trying to politely, advise them on what's going on.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're gonna have to understand that if we do put some kind of a schedule up on the website, that is a tentative schedule, and that is not something that's set in stone, and I can almost guarantee it will change at some point in time.
When do you think, the process will begin? I mean, that's not gonna happen this month, I'm sure,
The end of the month, probably they'll mobilize.
end of May.
Yeah, I would say so. A lot will depend. The first thing that should happen will be the water line work. Okay,
Yeah, that's what she noticed, that there was
yeah.
markings for water lines near her property.
Yep. It's the existing utilities. That's something that we do internally. But the first thing to build the job, but again, it's means and methods. The contractor will dictate what sequence they want to go in. We don't dictate that. It's up to them to decide. But if it was me, I would put the water line in first. So
Okay,
that's probably.
thank you,
what's
that,
gonna
that was really helpful, appreciate that.
Any new business?
Yeah, a few things. So I like how, first of all, I'm really glad to be back in person.
Me too.
And I very much like getting the agendas, and I think the resolutions, I can look them up on my phone, and I can print them out before I come, so that's fine. I was wondering if we could start getting, again, though, those, Richard, I forget what we call them, the finance sheets that have all the weekly expenditures and,
Claims analysis,
sorry?
it's the claims analysis.
Yeah, it's sent around every.
It goes on the
Can we get them printed out for the council meeting? Is that possible, or is that too much paper, you think?
No, and just the payment analysis, sure, if you want to.
Yeah, I love being able to read that during the council meeting and have that handy.
Yeah, I would like that.
Yeah, that would be great. I also like to thank the council for voting on the dog park issue, because that's something that's near and dear to my heart. I'd like to thank the realtors there, especially Mike and Andrew, who have been very instrumental in getting that done in the mayor as well. So thank you for that. And as for the farmer's market, I got a chance to review it last night. It was very nice on the inside. But I do think we should be freeing up some money to help with the outside area and make it definitely more presentable. And I know there's been a lot of plans that we have had to postpone that can't be done for this weekend's opening, but of the installation, bathroom installation, and pavilion, as Mike I know was a big fan of promoting there too. I do think we should be implementing the next phases for that and incrementally adding those over the next year.
Well, fortunately, we'll be able to have input from the farmers market people, so they aren't putting something up that they don't want or need, so I think it's great that it's gonna be a work in progress, and we'll listen to what they find their needs to be. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
All right, if there's nothing else further to come before this council, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Councilor Canella, second by Councilor McFarland. All in favor?
Hi.
We are now adjourned.
Did you bring all these?
Good to see you too.